make sure that your chair is able to stay upright as you lean back and lean over forward. So if it's on wheels, you want to put like a towel or something around the wheel base so that it doesn't move around. Well, let's go ahead and we'll get started. And then we'll find a seat in our chair, nice and strong. Remember, you want your body in a strong alignment. You don't want to be lifting the weights and moving your body with your back crooked or your shoulders off. And so what we do is we sit down in our chair, tuck those hips underneath. And so what happens is we don't want that arch in the back here. This is actually very hard on the lower back. So you tuck those hips so that you lose that little arch. And this is going to help protect that lower back. And focus on this during the session. And so you tuck your abdomen in, tuck those hips underneath. That's going to help build a strong core. And then we want our feet to be sturdy on the ground. So if you need to scoot up on the edge of your chair so that your feet are flat. And then what I do is I make two fists. And if I set them between my knees, then I know my knees are in alignment with my hips. And then if I bring my hands down and they go between my ankles, then I know my ankles are in alignment with my knees. Let me let Sparky in. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble getting people in. And so once we find that comfortable position, sorry, there we go. All right. We know our body's nice and strong. And so in this position here, let's begin by loosening up our shoulders and take those shoulders and bring them up towards your ears and drop them back down. Bring them up towards the ears and we're really squishing tight, pulling them back down. Bring them up and bring them down. It feels like a real deliberate move here, not too fast, but add some energy, really squeeze them up, trying to touch your ears. And as you drop them down, really pull them away from the ears so you feel that stretch across the shoulders. One more time, all the way up and back down. Nice. And then let's go ahead and take those arms and I'm going to bring them to my knees. And as I do, I'm going to round my back. And then I'm going to take these hands, I'm going to put them behind me and push my chest out. So I bring the hands forward, round the back, pull them back, push that chest out. So it's almost like our cat-cow, right? But only now I'm just adding a little bit more movement by letting my hands go behind me. Let me let Lydia in. All right, nice. So let's keep this movement going just for a bit. Bringing those arms forward, rounding the back. Feel that stretch all the way across your shoulders. Bring those hands behind you, opening up your chest. Let's do it 2 more times. Bring them in forward. Pulling them back, opening up. Bring those arms forward. Arch that back, round it. And now pull that chest forward. And hands come back forward. Nice, all right. We're going to continue loosening up our shoulders. We're going to do a little work on them today. So I want them nice and warmed up and I want lots of fluid in there. I'm going to take one arm, I'm going to put it across my body and the other arm comes up and it's assisting as I do a nice little stretch here. I feel that stretch across my deltoid and then release. Let's do the other side, bring that arm across. Opposite arm comes, assist with the stretch. And release. Let's do each side one more time. And bring that arm across, other arm assist. And release. Other side. And release. Nice. I'm going to take my right hand, secure it on the chair so that my body is staying nice and upright in my position here. I'm also secure, I'm not going to fall out of the chair. Left arm goes up, up towards the ceiling. Extend it up and then let's lean over. This hip wants to lift up, push it down so you feel a nice stretch all the way across the side of the body to that little ilium muscle connected to the hip. And bring that arm back. This arm's now going to secure myself. Right arm comes up and let's lean over. Again, that hip wants to lift up, push it down. And come back down. First side, let's do that again. Arm up, reach up nice and tall before we lean over. Nice. Now my left arm is up. I'm going to take that left leg and extend it out. So now I have this nice straight line all the way down to the ground from my toes all the way up to my fingertips. Extend it out a little bit further and bring that arm up. I'll let that arm rest on my leg. Opposite arm comes up. Let's lean towards that extended leg. And bring that arm up. I'm going to raise both arms up and let's bring our hands forward in this position. Should feel a nice stretch on the inside of that thigh. And bring those arms up. I'm going to drop my right arm. I'm going to grab the back of my chair and do a nice little spinal twist here. And bring your body forward and pull that leg in. Nice. Let's do the other side now. Hang onto the chair with your left hand. Right arm comes up. Let's lean over. Nice stretch across the side. Take that leg out. And now let's have that straight line from the fingertips all the way down to the toes. Nice stretch all the way down the side of the body here. Extend a little further. Feel that stretch across your core. And let's let that raised arm lower down to the leg. Opposite arm comes up. And let's lean towards that extended leg. Nice. And bring both arms up. Let's lean forward. And bring both arms up. I'm going to lower that left arm. I'm going to grab the back of my chair and I'm going to do a nice spinal twist here. And let's come back forward and bring that leg in. All right, nice. Okay, I feel pretty warmed up. I'm going to get us started right away. We're going to do some moves without weights. And this is going to be an elbow strike. And it's a great move to help build strength in the upper arm, across the chest, and even in the core. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to strike up with my elbow. So let me turn to the side. I'm going to strike up with my elbow. And so you feel your bicep using this, assisting with this move. And I've got a fist. So a lot of times, well, we often aren't in fights, but if you were to strike something, you could hurt your wrist or your fingers. The elbow is much stronger. And so it's actually a practical move to protect yourself. But today we're going to use it just as a way to strengthen the arm and the core. So I'm going to strike up with that elbow. Then I'm going to release, and then I'm going to strike behind me with my elbow. And then I'm going to release. So I strike up, release, strike back, and release. And you can tell how much muscle we're using here. And let's do that for a count of 10. And so let's strike up. 1, strike back. And bring it back. 2, strike back. 3, strike back. 4. You can feel how powerful this is. 5, 6. Use a lot of energy. Really imagine you're striking someone. 7, 8, 9, 10. And back. Nice. Let's try the other side. And so we're going to strike up, strike back, and bring it back. Strike up, strike back. I'm going to do this for a count of 10. 1, strike back. 2, strike back. 3, strike back. 4, strike back. 5, strike back. 6, strike back. 7, strike back. 8, 9, 10, strike back, and bring it back forward. Woo! You might feel a lot of warmth right here. That's good. Let's take those hands. We're going to put them in front of us, and let's interlace those fingers and push them towards me. And lift those arms up over your head. And let's push up towards the ceiling. And let's lean back just a little bit. I'm going to take my hands all the way forward towards you. Let them drop down. I'm going to touch the ground. Bring those palms up so the palms are facing the ceiling. Let's see if we can interlace those hands behind us and raise them up just a bit. And release those hands. Bring those bodies back up. And hands rest on your knees. Nice. All right, bring those hands towards me. Interlace your fingers. Push them out. Raise them up towards the ceiling. Push up. And lean towards me all the way down. As soon as you can't go any further, go ahead and release those hands. You're going to touch the ground. Come back up, so now my palms are facing the ceiling. Let's take those palms, try to put them together and interlace those hands. Lift those palms as high as you're able to. And let's release. Bring the bodies back up and rest those hands onto your knees. Nice, all right. We'll do a little bit of a side move. I'm going to reach up with our hand across our body. So notice my hands, I'm facing forward. I'm going to actually go across my body. It's as if I'm reaching up to grab something off a shelf. And I'm going to pull it and set it down on the ground next to me and then come back up. And then reach across the body on the other side, grab something off the shelf, pull it down and set it on the ground here. And so now I'm warming up the shoulders, also working on my core muscles here. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, reach across and set it down. Other side, reach across and set it down. 2, I'm going to speed up just a bit here. And set it down. 3, other side. 4, 5, 6. Nice side stretches here. Using those core muscles to lift your body up and lift your body or lower your body down. 7, 8, 9, 1, reach up super high, pull it down, let's put it on the ground. Other side, reach across, pull it down, set it on the ground. Both hands come back to the knees or the legs. Awesome, nice, all right. Let's go ahead and we're gonna grab our weights now. I think our bodies are nice and warmed up. Go ahead and we're gonna grab our weights. If you don't have weights, that's okay. You can do the session without weights. You can use water bottles, cans of food, whatever you happen to have at home. And again, if any of the exercises we do, the weights are a little heavy, you can practice with just your hands. All right. So we're gonna take these weights, I've got one in each hand. I'm gonna put them up towards my shoulders. This first move, we're gonna push up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna rotate my palms facing outwards and lower down all the way to my side. Bring them back up to my shoulders. So go ahead and try that, see how it feels. See if your weights are an appropriate weight for you. And we'll do 3 repetitions. We're gonna start with a repetition of 10. So let's raise them up towards the shoulders. 1, push up, open up and lower. Back to the shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice and strong. Push it up, lower it down. Remember in the beginning, we talked about keeping our core nice and strong, tailbone tucked underneath. Go ahead and rest those weights on your legs. Take just a breath before we start our next repetition. Let's bring those weights back up to our shoulders. This time we'll go for a count of 8. 1, push it up, open up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, lots of energy here. 8, push up towards the ceiling. Twist out and let's lower down. Nice, go ahead and rest those weights on your legs. We have one last repetition. Last repetition will be for a count of 6. Check in with your body, tuck in that tailbone. Keep that ab nice and strong. Feet are flat on the ground. Bring those weights back to your shoulders. Let's do this for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and strong. Lots of energy even on this last exercise here. Nice, and go ahead and rest those weights. Take a breath in, check in with the shoulders, loosen up any tension that might have been developed during this session. All right. So we've done a move where we've had the weights behind our head and lifted them up. This move is going to be very similar, only I'm going to have a weight in each hand. And my hands are going to rest at my shoulders and I'm going to push up. So now I have 2 weights going and my hands are not together. They're next to my head on either side. Elbows are in as I push up. So it's just a little bit different. Usually our hands are close. These are separated just a bit. So go ahead and try it and see. So my hands are right here. I'm going to push almost as if I'm pushing, like I'm going to hammer something. Like there's a nail on the wall and I'm going to hit that nail with my weight. So that's the movement there. So see how it feels with the weights in your hands. You can also do this movement without weights. It's still going to have that same effect using those same muscles. We'll do 3 repetitions starting with 10. So let's bring those weights up close to my head. And we're going to push against the wall as if there's something we're going to pound in. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tuck that abdomen in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's bring it all the way back to the starting and lower down. Nice. Ooh, that one's powerful, right? You can feel that in your upper arm here. Almost as if you're trying to shake that ketchup to the top of the bottle, right? All right. Remember to tuck that tailbone underneath. Keep that abdomen nice and tight during this move. Let's bring those weights up. This rep is going to be for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way back to the shoulders and release. Nice. Great job. Wow, I see a lot of energy out there. Good work. If you have any tension in those shoulders now, go ahead and loosen them up. Take a breath in, tuck that tailbone, keep that abdomen tight. Last repetition of 6. Bring those weights up. And let's hammer that nail into the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring those weights all the way back to the shoulders before releasing. Oh, awesome job. Nice. All right, so I could feel that in my deltoids. I could also feel it on the back of my arms right here. So that's a great place to get that workout in. Let's put those weights on our knees. With this move here, we're gonna raise those weights up. One's gonna go up, one's gonna go down. Meet in the middle and then alternate. So if I turn sideways, you can see, and my starting position is my back is tucked, abdomen's tight, weights come out. And then we're gonna like crisscross or scissor cut, all right? So let's bring those weights out. Let's start with a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center and release. Nice. All right. Check in with the back. Make sure that you're keeping your lower back protected, abdomen's tight. Take a deep breath in. We're going to do that one more time. And again, we're going to do for a count of 10. Let's bring those weights straight out in front of you. And let's crisscross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center and release. Nice. Good job. Really working our arms today. Let's drop those weights to our side. We're going to continue working these deltoids while they're nice and warmed up. This is our scarecrow move. This is when we pull our elbows up and drop it back down. Nice and simple, right? As you pull your elbows up, do not let your shoulders rise up with it. Shoulders stay down, just the elbows are rising up. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, relax those shoulders. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull those elbows up. Let's hold it just for a moment. Practice relaxing the shoulders. Elbows are up, shoulders are relaxed. And let's lower, nice and slow. Awesome, nice. Our next repetition will be for a count of 8. Keep your body nice and strong. Tuck that abdomen in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Nice. All right. Check in, make sure the shoulders are relaxed. We have one last repetition of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's hold it for a moment. Relax the shoulders as the arms are up. And let's lower super slow. Awesome job. All right. I'm going to do some rowing here. So I'm going to have one weight in each hand. I'm turning sideways because I'm going to let this one arm drop. And I'm just going to pull it up. I'm going to pull it up as high as I can, trying to touch underneath my arm. But I want you to see that when I do that, I'm not chicken winging. My arm's not out. My arm is staying close to my body. So I am almost bringing my elbow behind me. So I'm really working these biceps and the deltoids and back here on the back side of the arm here. So arm stays back as I pull this weight up. And let's pull this weight up. So imagine that you've got something on the ground that you're pulling to get it started, almost like our lawnmower moves. So go ahead and drop that weight down and let's pull up for a count of 10. 1, 2, keep that arm close. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it up a little closer, and let's push it back down. Our next move is just going to bring them straight back. So my arm is straight, and I'm just going to push it back behind me and raise it as high as you're able to, and bring it back down. And we'll do this for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's hold it for a moment and slowly bring it back down to the starting position. Nice. All right, we're going to do a combination for our next count of 6. We're going to raise it up and push it back. Bring it back and down. And we'll do this for a count of 6. 1, raise it up, push it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push it back. Let's hold it for a second. Bring it back and release down. Nice. Awesome work. Let's switch sides. Let's do the other side. All right. So the first move was to pull that weight up. Remember, keep that arm nice and tight. Let's raise it up for a count of 10. Feet are still flat on the ground. Don't let that back arch. Keep that back tucked underneath. Let's do a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. This is our kickback, straight back for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it for a moment. And release back down. Nice. Last count of 6. This is when we pull it up and kick it back. So we're going to combine them. This one's for a count of 6. 1, kick it back. And release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a little excited there. All right, and release. Awesome job. Nice. All right. Whew. Let's let those weights hang one on each side. We're going to lift them up like airplanes and lower back down. And we're just going to do this for a count of 10. But check in, make sure your body's nice and strong. Feet are flat on the ground. Tuck those hips, abdomen in. Relax the shoulders. Let's raise up for a count of 10. 1, and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's hold it. Take a deep breath in. Extend that energy out, and let's lower down. Abdomen is strong. Nice. Our next count is for a count of 8, but we're going to add a little motion here. We're going to go up, and then I'm going to bring them out in front of me. Open the doors back up and lower down. So you might notice I do a little twist with my wrist. Bring them forward. Another twist before I lower down. This time we'll do this for a count of 8. 1, airplane arms, bring in the front. Open back up and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your abdomen tight. 6. 2 more, you've got this. 7. Last one, nice and strong. 8. And down, nice, all right. Whew. Release any tension in the shoulders. We have one last repetition. Our next one is for a count of 6. Let's add a little bit change in our motion here. So I'm gonna go up, and then I'm gonna go all touch, like I'm jumping to a little twist. And let's do this for a count of 6. Raise them up like airplanes. 1, face them up. Tap, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and strong all the way up. Slowly bring it back down. Twist, slowly lower down. And let's rest those weights on our legs. Go ahead and shake those arms out. Great job, great job. Ooh, we really worked our deltoids. I can feel the heat inside the upper arms here. Good job, shake that loose. Oh, we're gonna give these arms just a break as we begin to work on our core here. I'm gonna put my weights one in each hand, drop them down. All right, our first exercise is going to be the one where we drop one weight down, the other one comes up as high as it can, and then we're going to rotate to the other side. And as you do this, you could use your arms and your legs to help, but I really want you to focus on using these muscles here in your core, these side muscles here to do this session. And so let's drop that weight down. One arm goes up. Let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, use those side muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way down. And let's bring that weight back up to starting. Nice. Our next move, I'm going to put my weights close together. I'm going to hand them to someone behind me and then bring them back to the front. I'm going to hand them to someone on the opposite side, bring them back to the front. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, hand it behind you, and let's do both sides. And bring it back. 2, 3, 4, really feel those side muscles doing this move. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's really reach back, hand it to that person. Oh, bring it back. Feel those side muscles. Opposite side, bring it back. Nice, awesome. All right. So these are working these side muscles right here. Now we're going to focus on that lower back. In this move here, my legs are together, feet are flat on the ground. I'm going to hold the weight close to my body. I'm going to lean my body forward. I'm going to use these hamstrings and my glute muscles to pull my body back up. I'm not going to push against the ground or use the front of my legs. I'm only going to use my lower back, my glutes, and my hamstrings back here to raise my body up. So we start lower down, weights are close, and we bring our bodies up for a count of 10. And so let's go to the starting position, and let's begin. 1, 2, focus on those back muscles lifting you up. 3, 4, tuck those glutes in. 5, have those glutes pull you up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really focus on those back muscles pulling your body up. And release. Nice. Good job. So you need to really feel it in these muscles here. All right. This is what's going to strengthen our lower back. We're going to do that same move, only now I'm going to do it with my legs a little bit further apart. And so this is going to allow me to go just a little deeper down. So I can move a little further lower with my legs apart. It gives me a little bit more space. So I'm going to do that same move. I'm going to lean forward and I'm going to bring my body upward. And again, you can push with your legs, but that's not going to strengthen the lower back. Really focus on these muscles in the back of our body to pull up. So let's start by leaning forward. You think about your glutes, your hamstrings pulling that body up. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, pull your body up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up. Tighten those glutes all the way up. Nice. Great work. All right. This is a great way to strengthen that lower back and the back of our bodies. Let's go ahead and rest those weights on our knees. With our legs apart, we're going to go up on our tiptoes and lower them back down. Up on our tiptoes, lower them back down. Push if you want to add some extra resistance here. This here is going to strengthen the back, the calf of the leg. It's also going to strengthen underneath the arch of the foot here. And so let's go ahead and lift up to our tiptoes for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold up on your tiptoes a little bit longer. Really feel those calves pushing up. Feel the arch of your foot. And release. Nice. Let's pull those legs together. My weights are still rested on my knees. I'm going to do that same move. I'm going to go up on my tiptoes and lower back down. Up on my tiptoes. Make sure your hips are tucked. Lower back is protected here. If you want to put some extra weight, you can rest something else on your legs as you lift up on your tiptoes. Another count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on those tiptoes, go a little higher, way on the top tippy toes, and release. Nice. Good job. Feels like a simple move, but this is powerful for strengthening the feet and that arch. All right. My hands now resting on my legs. I'm going to take my right hand, put it at my hip. Take that left arm, go across. I'm going to do our wood choppers here. I'm going to open up. And we'll do each side for a count of 10. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice and big. And bring it back. Awesome. Let's switch hips. And for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice and big. And bring it back. Whew, all right. Let's set these weights down. And make sure you set them aside so that you're not going to knock them with your feet. Oh, we really worked those upper arms today. All right. Okay, let's do some work with our legs now. What I'm going to do is going to lift a knee up and we're going to kick it out and then bring that knee back and down. So I'll go sideways. I'm going to lift the knee up, kick it out, bring it back and down. All right. And so I'm going to do a leg lift and kick for a count of 10. And I'm just going to start with one side and then we'll switch and do the other side. And let's go ahead and raise it up. 1, kick it out, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I can really feel that in my hip. All right, let's do the other side. Another count of 10, opposite leg. 1, 2, keep your body upright. 3, abdomen's tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Whew, nice, great work. Our next move is going to be the same move, only now we're going to bring our legs together. Both knees come out, both feet kick, bring those knees back and down. This is a lot tougher. If you want to lean against the back of your chair, go ahead and lean against the back of the chair. I'm going to hang onto the chair to help bring those knees up. If this is too much, you can just kick those feet out. If it's too difficult for you to bring both knees up together, just kick those feet out, but keep that abdomen nice and tight. This is about building that core, also using the front of the thigh muscles here. So go ahead and try it. Try it just a couple times. See if you need the support of the lower of the back of your chair, or if you need to just kick your feet out. I'm going to do this for a count of 10. Let's find our position. 1, kick out, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down. Nice. All right. You might have felt that in your lower back. A lot of weight lifting those legs up. Let's go ahead and let's place our hands, our fingertips on our shoulders. We're going to continue lifting those heavy legs up. Really great to work the hips, the legs, and the core muscles here. I'm going to take my elbow and touch it to the opposite knee and then bring it back. And then I'm going to switch sides. And we'll do this for a count of 10. And 10 is right, left, right, left. 1, let's do right and left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, those hands, nice. All right. Similar move, only now I'm going to lift that opposite foot up. And so now I'm gonna reach across with my hand, touch that opposite foot. And so I'm gonna go sideways. So I lift up and I'm not leaning forward, my body's still upright. So maybe I touch my foot, maybe I touch my knee, whatever it feels good for you. And we're gonna do that same thing. We'll do right, left for a count of 10. 1, kick it up and down, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last move here, 10. Touch that toe, and bring it back down. Nice. All right. So lifting the legs is heavy work. Sometimes we might feel a little stress on the lower back. So let's loosen that up a little bit. And my feet are in front of me. They're flat on the ground. Legs are pointed forward. I'm just going to let my body lean forward, rest it on my legs. Let my shoulders relax. Let my head drop down. This should be a nice release to the lower back. Take a deep breath in. And let's go ahead and bring that body back up. Nice, all right. Whew, all right, I wanna make sure we're protecting our back. Our next move is when we bring those legs up, tap to the outside and bring it back in. I'm gonna hang on to the chair to help keep me stable. If you need a little bit more stability, you can lean back against the chair and the chair can help hold you up if you wanna lean back against the chair. If you want to use more of your ab muscles, sit on the edge of your chair so that your body is having to hold itself up. I do recommend you hang onto the chair because as you lift that leg up, we have a tendency to slouch down. And so we don't want to let our body crunch down as we bring that leg up. So I hang onto the chair just to keep my body upright as I do this move. And let's do 10 taps to the left and 10 taps to the right. 1. Tap, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tap and bring it back. Ooh, it looks so simple, right? That's a great exercise for the legs and the hips. Let's do that other side. Count of 10. 1, tap, bring it right back. 2, tap and bring it back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it back. Nice, good job. All right. Let's go ahead and spread those legs apart. And bring those arms up towards the ceiling, nice and tall. Feet are flat, knees are pointed in the same direction as the feet. Lift those arms up, feel the stretch across your core. Let's turn and face one leg. I'm facing my right leg. I'm going to lower down over that leg. Walk your hands over to the opposite side. And raise those arms up towards the ceiling. Nice, let's do that again. Turn, face that leg, lower down. Walk those hands across. And bring those arms back up. Reach up tall. Let's do it one more time. All the way down. Walk those hands across. And bring those arms up. Reach up super tall. Let's go the opposite direction now. So now I'm going to turn and face my left leg, lower down. And walk my hands across. Bring my body up. We've got 2 more turns. Turn, face that leg, lower down. And walk across. Bring that body up. One last time. Reach up nice and tall before we lower down. And walk those hands across. And bring that body up. And lower those arms down. Nice. All right. We're going to get our cardio up just a little bit. And we're going to do that by doing our bicycle moves. And so I'm going to lean back, and you can lean back and not touch the back of the chair. And this is really going to build that core strength here. Remember to keep that tailbone tucked under to protect the lower back. I'm going to raise my knees and imagine I'm riding a bicycle. This might be a little too much work, lifting the legs and building the core. So you're welcome to lean back against your chair. You're still getting a great workout in the core, lifting those knees up as we ride a bicycle. So you can choose however you feel today. We're going to ride that bicycle for a count of 10. Let's lift those knees up and let's start riding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest those feet, rest that body. Whew, nice. I feel that in my core, but I also feel my heart rate starting to move up just a bit with this move. All right. Similar move, we're going to move those legs. The legs are super heavy. As we move them, our heart rate moves up. I'm gonna hold my body up, but lift those knees up. Instead of doing a bicycle, I'm gonna open them up, bring them back together. Open them up, almost as if I'm doing a jumping jack, okay? But lean back, that's gonna cause this core to really work super hard. The feet are not gonna rest on the ground. As soon as they touch, they bounce back up, come back to the center. And let's do this. We're gonna bump this up. We're gonna do this for a full count of 20. You guys have got this, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep it going. 8, 9. I'm going to pick it up a bit. 10, 11, 12. Keep that back straight. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, nice and big here, and 20. Whew, all right, nice. All right, whew, good work, good work. Let's go ahead and spread those legs out. We're gonna loosen up that lower back, rest those elbows on the knees, let that body hang down just a bit. Open up those legs by letting the hands rest down, pushing against the legs, opening up. Take a deep breath in. Let those hands drop all the way down. Let your shoulders relax. Let the head drop down. Go ahead and put those elbows back onto the knees and push those legs wide again. And go ahead and bring that body up, back, all the way to the front here. Nice, good job. Our legs are still apart. I'm going to do a little bit of a windmill here. I'm going to take my left hand, touch that right ankle, and then bring that arm back up and lower back down. Switch sides, drop down, bring that body up and drop down. I'm going to do this for a count of 10. This is going to help again work this core right here. If you get dizzy, don't let that head drop down. Keep an eye on the screen and maybe only go to the knee or to the shin or to the ankle. All right, let's do this for a count of 10. 1, all the way up and down. Other side, all the way up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Feel that core working hard here. A lot of core here. Also strengthening that lower back. Last one, 10. Lower down, whole body comes up. Other side. And back down. Nice. Great job. Go ahead and put those feet back together. I'm going to raise those arms up towards the ceiling. I'm going to twist to one side, and you can hold that back of the chair. Add a little bit. Bring those arms, add a little more twist. Arms come back up. And we'll do this just a few times on each side. So we'll do maybe 3 times. Arms up. 1, turn and twist. Arms back up. Turn other side and twist. Arms up. 2. 3. Other side. Arms back up. And let's bring those arms forward towards me. Let them keep coming all the way. Palms up towards the ceiling. Push those palms towards the ceiling as high as you can. Keep pushing them towards the ceiling. And release those hands back down. Swinging them all the way up as the arms come up, the body raises. Reach up towards the ceiling. And release down. Nice. All right, great job there. Let's go ahead and we're going to work on our wrists just a bit here. And I want you to go ahead and clasp those fingers together. And we're just going to do a simple figure 8. This cold weather can sometimes make us a little cricky, little, our bones get a little, our joints get a little stiff. So this is a great way to loosen up the wrists. And as you continue this movement, it actually pushes fluid up through the arm, helping all the other joints, the elbows, the shoulders. And let's stop, go the other way. And then put one hand out in front of you, other hand slides over the top and interlace those fingers and go ahead and just give a squeeze. This pushes fluid between the knuckles. Open up and squeeze again. And open up. Let's switch. Other hand goes on top. Interlace those fingers between and squeeze. Open up and squeeze. And release. Nice. All right. And let's do some big arm circles here. I'm going to take one arm, big circle. That whole body follow. We really worked our arms today, our shoulders, our deltoid. So we're going to let go of any lactic acid that built up inside there with these big circles. One last time this direction. Go ahead and stop your motion and change the other direction. And rest that hand on your knee, other side. Big movement here. Let your whole body turn, following that arm. One more full circle. And change direction. And go ahead and stop. Nice. And let's work our eyes a bit. And go ahead and look to your left in the upper corner. And then look down. And we're going to make like an X. I'm going to look up in the corner. And then I'm going to look down. My head stays still. Only my eyes are moving. Back and forth, up and down. Almost as if I'm slashing across the corner of my view all the way back down. And now let's do the other side. So now I'm going to look up in the opposite corner and draw it down. So now I'm completing that X. So look up to the corner and back down to the opposite corner. Now I'm going to look straight ahead. I'm going to look up towards the ceiling and then straight down. Again, the head's not moving, just the eyes up and down, up and down. And now I'm gonna make a T, so I'm gonna cross this line, and I'm gonna look to the right, and then look to the left. And let's do a full circle. Let's make those eyes go all the way around. This should feel good as you use the muscles surrounding the eyeballs. They really need this movement so that they don't get stiff. Let's change direction, other way. Nice, and hold those arms out. And let's look at the fingers, and you can pull them in if you need to. We have different peripheral, but you're trying to look at the right and the left at the same time. And don't let your head move, and don't look at one and then the other. See if you can see both of the hands. Wiggle those fingers so you can see them both moving at the same time. Pull them back if you're able to, or move them forward if you need to. This is really going to help with your peripheral vision. And release those arms. All right, nice. All right.